Hey everyone, it's your boy Calculon, and today we're going to be going over some VEX VR logic commands as well as detect distance and the castle crasher scenario for my Google Classroom. Let's get to it. We're trying to attempt to crash the castle. This is a good reason to learn this bit of code, but this is in general how we can use the detect object within a certain distance. So let's go over to the assignment. The assignment is to knock all the castles down. Okay, pretty simple. It says that these do work with the distance sensor, and this is a hint. I've highlighted it and underlined it and bolded it, so it's probably an important hint. So let's play around with that, okay? First thing we need to do is make sure we are on the right playground. So we're going to load the Castle Crasher playground. And we can see, now everyone's going to be a little bit different. I full screen myself so I get some more room. But this will be randomized every time. You won't have the same, so me telling you what I'm going to do is not going to be as helpful to you since you might have a different setup. Now, in general, what I would like to go over today is the distance found an object command. So this is, you'll notice, unable to attach to the when started because it has a specific format. The block doesn't fit in here, right? Round peg, square hole. Okay, so we need to make some conditions true before we can put in distance found an object. When started distance found an object doesn't make sense. So what we want to do is we want to move our bot into and smash these blocks, these castles. Let me smash, okay? So how are we going to do that? We're going to need to move. But we only want to move if there's something in front of us because there's no, if we look over here, there's no wall around this robot course. So if we go off the course, yeet, all right, rip, robot, just literally falls forever. There's not even a smash or a splash. We need to go forward if the conditions are true that there is something in front of us. Otherwise, we're going to search for something. So let's go under our controls. And we only want to do something if there is something in front of us. So if
is good.
there is a object found in the distance, then we want to do something. We want to move forward towards it. Now, because there's no walls around this whole course, if we move forward too far, we're going to fall off the edge ourselves. And we just want to smash castles. We don't want to fall. Okay, so no yeet today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take little baby steps towards it then. I'm going to repeat a small move several times. So, and obviously you can change this number. I'm just going to use 10 because it seems like it'll be enough. Since I believe this whole field is 4 meters by 4 meters, I'm going to move forward 100 millimeters at a time, which should take me up to halfway across the field, as long as there's an object in front of me. Now, what an if statement does is it will repeat this operation as long as it is true 10 times. And as soon as it stops being true, it'll stop and go on to the next line of code. So let's see what happens when we play this. You'll notice the green flashing light means it's moving forward in increments of 100 millimeters. Well, now it's no longer true, so it stopped flashing. So we need to now find some more stuff to smash. Okay, so let's repeat, because we want to move as long as there's no object in our vision. Okay, so if there's an object in our vision, obviously there's not, and that's why we stopped. So if there's an object in the vision, we're going to move forward 10 times again, just 20 times times. Here again. Drivetrain, move forward, not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. Now, if that's not true, we're going to rotate. Okay, so let's. Let me pull a sneaky on you. Okay, I'm going to repeat 10 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate a little bit, and then if there's something in front of me, I'm going to move forward. Then if not, I'm going to rotate a little bit. And then if there's something in front of me, I'm going to move forward. So let's try getting swifty with it. We're going to rotate a little bit until we find something. And we're going to keep rotating until we find something. So let's turn left just a little bit, 10 degrees. And then if we find something, we're going to move forward. If not, we'll start repeating this turn left again. So let's try this. First bit, we see things in front of us. We move forward into them so there's nothing more. Then we start turning until we see something and we smash. Rip robot. Okay, let's decrease the time a little bit. Oh man, we are just falling into oblivion. We're having a good time here. It's like a rave, man. If you want to fall down a bottomless pit, guys, be like the robot. Alright, so let's fix that. Let's move forward a little less extremely. Let's move 50 millimeters at a time. Hopefully we won't yeet ourselves off a cliff this time. So move this block, move this block, move this block. Okay, and then we found something new, this mish. Move this block, move this block, move this block. Okay, hey, it's working. All right, so here's a little bit of logic for you guys. The distance found an object says, if we find an object, do this thing, else move on with your life. And here's a little bit more programming. The repeats allow you to do a string of actions several times over, so you don't have to have 500 lines of code to do this, okay? So I think if we did this, let's say 100 times, we might actually get all the blocks. And I've inadvertently solved this for you, but if you get that, great, and you can probably emulate and do it on your own. Let's just see if we can actually seek and destroy all the things. You got this, Robert. No! Oh, so close, so close. This did not work. All right, let's decrease this just a little bit. All right, so we might need more increments since we're gonna have to move more times towards something to make sure we hit it. But we're obviously going a little bit too far. So if something's right at the edge, we don't want to follow it over the edge. Is the problem? There we go. A little bit more control this way. And you can see the frequency in which this is happening. And this way, since we're just nudging it a little bit. Okay, well, I take back my words. I have definitely not given you the answer, the solution. So we need to maybe modify this a little bit. And what we might want to do is, if the distance is near an object, so in other words, if we too close, or what we can do is, let's see if we can find our position on the grid. Position, there we go. So we can stop ourselves if we get into the red. If we can figure out what the position in terms of the horizontal or vertical position, you can see the location up here, is, we can stop our robot as soon as it gets into the red. And we're like, okay, stop, this danger zone.
Danger zone!
Hopefully this has been helpful. You learned a little bit about if-then statements, repeats, as well as the distance found an object, and kind of troubleshooting. And you saw your teacher yeet the robot over the edge of a cliff several times. Don't do as I do, do as I say, and all that jazz. Hope you guys have a great time playing with this, and don't eat too many robots. We will eventually run out of them.
You see, killbots have a preset kill limit. Knowing their weakness, I sent wave after wave of my own men at them until they reached their limit and shut down.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.